inside there. Actually, everything looks really good. Looks pretty clean in there. Hey guys, welcome back to your review channel. Today I'm looking at an ultrasonic cleaner. I wanted to get an ultrasonic cleaner because I got some old clock parts that I want to clean and either repurpose them or resell them or reuse them, whatever it is, whatever it may be. I was looking online and this was the best price what I found for the size that I needed. Made by Creworks, it looks like to me. It's a digital ultrasonic cleaner. This is how it comes. It's a good size unit actually. It's pretty big. I believe it holds, so it's quite a bit of holding power. The only dislike so far is that this plastic lid, some people have complained that it has fallen off, maybe from the heat and if you're using some specific chemicals in here. But we're gonna see how that works. We're gonna run it for a little while. It's made out of plexiglass, so it might scratch, whatever. But this is I wish they would just could have put an aluminum, you know, or a piece of steel or something. Would have been maybe better. Maybe they want the glass, make it more commercial, or not commercial, but more residential friendly, maybe. I don't know. But I'm using it to clean some heavy duty stuff. So that's the first thing I just noticed. It's just a plastic, but just to let you know, making this review to show you exactly what it's something that I do need. So this is just one item, and the price was very, very good. So we'll have to see how that all turns out. What's inside here is they give you an instruction manual, and it's pretty easy. Basically, it's time and heat, and then they have different. I'll go over the temp stuff in the front. There isn't not a ton of videos on this specific model out there. That's why I wanted to make a video and just show you a little bit about this ultrasonic cleaner. Again, here's the manual. Look at it at your leisure. Inside in here, okay, you can see here it's a fairly big size here. It does come with the power cord, of course. You need that. And it does come with the drain hose. Now, the reason why it comes with the drain hose, because there is a drain in here, which is actually, I found that pretty cool. And there's a basket. Here is the basket here, all out of metal. It's got little rubber feet in the bottom of the basket. This is a good sized basket. I got some clock parts I want to put in here. This could hold probably two small, either sets of either mainsprings or clock parts, whatever I'm using in here might go in here. So that's what's in here. And inside here, if you look, you can see here, little drain. And that drain actually helps you. You can drain it as the water gets dirty. If you want to change solvents, things like that, you can actually change it. So we'll see. It looks like stainless steel. Let me just show you the side view here. So here is the side view. Here is the drain. This is where the hose goes, right here. So you can drain. You just pop the hose in, just slides right on, and then you can drain it into some kind of a container. You want to recycle it or whatever it may be. Let me show you the back side of it. The back side of it has a power switch, and it has a plug. Here is the drain. So you open and close the drain. That's what this is for right here. Okay. Here is the other side here. Actually, no, I thought it was plastic. So this is all metal. The only thing that's plastic is the top. So we'll have to see. And here is the bottom. The bottom has a fan. It's pretty heavy, pretty hefty actually. I was surprised on the quality built. So on the quality built, I think it's pretty good. I was pretty surprised about that. So all in all, it looks decent. I mean, we'll have to see how it performs. I want to do some cleaning with it. So I wanted to just show you that. And the size is, like I said, it's a good size. And I wanted something that's going to hold some clock parts and things like that. Let's take a look at the front real quick here. Let me just zoom in so you can see here. So what we have here is a digital dial. We have time, temperature. It's like preheat, Fahrenheit and Celsius, degrees, start. Quick stand digital display. So we're going to add some water. We're going to add a little bit of solvent. We're going to test it and see how it performs and how it works. And that's what we're going to do with this in this video. So if you enjoy this type of video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I do all types of videos like this, things that I'm interested in, things that people send me, companies, different things. So this is something that I wanted, and this review was for that. So I have some old, dirty, grimy clock gears. So we're going to put that in there. We're going to see how it cleans that. And then I have some, I bought this as well. This is the ultrasonic cleaning solution. This is 5-to-1 ratio. So you want to mix this 5-to-1. That's what it said when I bought it. So I bought this, and this is probably the #1 seller online that I did like this. So we'll test this too. So we're going to test this. We're going to test this, and we're going to see how this works. It's non-corrosive aluminum metal part cleaner, and that's fun. I want to find something that's enough to clean, like degrease, clean, but not destroy, you know, plastic, things like that. So, and you can adjust the strength of this as you need it. So you can put as much in, as little as you wanted to adjust the strength, let's say, of this type of ultrasonic cleaner. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and I think this is going to be good. This has really good reviews. This has mixed reviews. Some people posted some photos of, again, this little plastic thing coming off. So hopefully it won't. I mean, it looks like it's just glued on, but, you know, I don't know. And this basically just fits on top. I like the see-through personally. I think that's kind of cool, so you can see what's going on. I like that. Let me just give you a quick measurement so you know what the size is. And let's just give a quick measurement here, approximately. So this is around 1 foot long. The height is around 11.25 inches, and the depth of the unit is roughly, I would say, about 10 inches, okay? And that's what you're dealing with for the size of the unit. Again, pretty heavy, didn't feel cheap at all, very reasonably priced online. Probably one of the biggest one for the best price point, and that's what I was looking for, honestly. Let me just show you another piece, one of the clocks that I want to be cleaning, one of the movements. Okay, so let me show you one of the movements I want to be cleaning. So I bought a bunch of these cuckoo clock movements, okay? So I want to clean them. So I'm going to actually put the whole thing in the cleaner itself. There's all metal on here, so it shouldn't damage anything at all. It should really do a good cleaning. Instead of taking it all apart, which people do, and I wanted to just find out maybe a little easier way of doing it to degrease it. So we're going to put it in the basket here, and you can see, you can definitely put a couple of these in here. It's got plenty of room. You can see that. You can put that in there, and then I'm going to put a bunch of gears on the other side, and we're going to test it. We're going to do a quick test, well, not a quick test. We're going to run it, and we're going to see, maybe put it sideways. Have to see how it goes. It'll fit no matter what, and then we'll see how it degreases and how it works. So I'm going to get it filled. I'm going to do 5-to-1 ratio, 5 parts water, 1 part of the solvent, and we're going to pop this in here, and I think it's going to work out well. You can see plenty of room here. I could probably put 3 or 4 of these in here. So that's really what I was looking for, something with a really good amount of space. All right, let's get filled up with water, get my solvent in here, and then let's run our test. If you enjoy this type of video, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I really do appreciate that. I do all types of reviews like this to educate, motivate you, and inform you so you can make a decision if this is right for you, depending what you're looking for. So we'll see. So far the build I like, and let's continue. So I did add some water to it. I just want to go over the control panel real quick. We have time, temperature, we have a preset, we have Fahrenheit and Celsius, degrees, and start. We have quick, standard, exit, and stop. And I'm sorry, not exit, extra. And so more clean. These are all preset, so this will give you more time. This gives you 15 minutes. So quick is 5 minutes, standard is 15, and extra, or whatever that means, EXT, maybe extra cleaning is 30 minutes. And you can adjust all these times. Just to time, you can adjust the time. You can see it blinking, you can go up and down. You can add more time or less time, whatever you want. You can actually preset these the way you want to. Temperature, you just tap the temperature. It's set for 176, and you can adjust that just tapping up and down. And this is the oscillation. That's what that means. So I had to go through the manual real quick and just get familiar with what we're talking about. So I want more power as it oscillates. So I'm going to just do 50% power. And that's what we're going to start with. So that's kind of the basic explanation of the display screen. Once you know how to use the buttons, it's pretty simple, pretty easy to lay out. You get time, temperature, preset. Okay, that's what that says, so you can preset your settings. Then you have your Fahrenheit and Celsius, degrees. You can do preset the degrees, and then you have the start button. So you can either control that with the presets, or you can do manual. I guess that's what that means. Then you get the quick, 5, 15, and extended. Okay, yeah, EXT is extended. There you go. And then we have the stop button, and that's pretty much how it works. Okay, guys, so you saw all that. So I have my basket full. Let me just show you what I have here. I have my clock movement. I have a bunch of gears. I also threw a plastic one in here as well. I want to see what this degreaser does with plastic. Either it melts it or what. We'll check that out. So stay tuned. Let's watch that. I'm going to run this for 30 minutes, and we'll just see what happens. The basket's full, as you can see, so that's pretty easy. And I'm going to pop it in here. Oh, actually, before I do that, actually, let me just add my solvent in. So I got my solvent here. I got some gloves on just for protection. And we're just going to I'm going to do a very mild clean. So I'm just going to put so I put 5, I don't have Dunkin' Donuts cups. That's what I have, 5 large. So I should put 1 whole large one in to 5-to-1. I'm going to do half of this one because I'm not really sure. I'm not familiar with this stuff. We'll just put a little bit in and we'll mix it up and we'll just see how it works. We'll just throw it in there. And it's just a mild, let's see how so that's not too aggressive on the cleaning part. And I guess we should stir it up. That's probably a good idea. Here's a little thing I have here. Let's just stir this all up. There we go. Let's make sure it's well mixed. It's pretty full. I mean, this thing is pretty topped off right to the top. And I want to, get the clock part. And I want to clock parts clean as possible. And I want to reuse this solvent as long as I can. So we'll see how long it lasts. We'll just that kind of long-term test as well. We're going to pop our basket in, and everything is submerged perfectly. I want to stop real quick and say thank you so much for watching this video. If I brought you some value, please consider that super thanks. That super thanks down below. You'll see that below the video. Everything we do raise with our channel, those go back into the channel to make more videos just like this to help educate you, inform you, and motivate you to make great decisions on something just like this. All right, guys, let's continue. We're going to put our lid on. Before we put our lid on, let's hit the start button. So now it's going to go through its process. It's going to heat up. I put extra cleaning, so 30 minutes of cleaning. Middle for the vibration. That's how I set the middle on. And we're going to put this lid on. And we're basically going to let it do its thing. So it should, once it hits temperature, it should start. You see the count that the timer didn't start yet. The timer's still sitting there. It'll warm up. It'll get ready to rock and roll. And we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm just testing it. First time ever using an ultrasonic cleaner. So this is of this size, and we'll just see how it works. So if you enjoyed this video, again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We'll let this run, and we'll come back and see it around 30. Well, once it's finished, it won't be 30 minutes. It's got to heat up first, then it's got to run, and then we'll take the basket out and dry and let it drip out and dry out. And then they recommend using air blowing to dry it out, and I have one of these air dryers. And I'll leave all these descriptions, all the links for this products in the video. There'll be a QR code for the device, and down below in the field there'll be other links for all the other products that I'm using here today, so you can get an idea. If you're interested in this, go ahead and do it. I do get a small commission, cost you nothing, just to be fair and transparent. And that's what my channel is all about, to help you, educate you, and give you information on things like this here. So when you're looking for something like this, hopefully this gives you some idea and gives you some education and a little bit of knowledge on how to use it, because I'm learning like you're learning, and I like to go with teaching you as I'm learning. That way we can kind of fall through the pitfalls together and then figure it all out as we unfold. All right, guys, let's continue, and we'll come back and check out this and see how it works. Okay, guys, I was doing some quick reading just in the back end of it, just to fill you in with some more information. So I have it set here for pre. So pre means once it gets to temperature, like I told you before, it'll hit temperature and go on. Or if you want it to start immediately and don't do the pre-temperature and just say you want it to start oscillating as it's warming up, you can do that as well. So we'll hit stop. We'll take it off pre. We'll hit the start button, and boom, it's going to start counting down. You can hear it running now. You can turn up the oscillation. Very quiet. That's much quieter. All the way up. So I want to give you that example right there. So I'm going to put it on. How many are there? There's 8, right? 8, 7, 6, 4. That's 4. I like that oscillation right there. I think that's good. So that's how you get it to go immediately if you want to do that, okay? I want it to warm up first, honestly. And this seems to be going, like, oscillating up and down. You can hear it. So it's kind of oscillating and then stopping. Oscillating and stopping. Now that's interesting. Okay. Well, that's how it works. All right, so let's just, I wanted to reach temperature first. So I'm just going to stop that for now. I'm going to put back on pre. I'm going to hit the start button, and I set it for 120. So once it reaches 120, because I really want it warm, not too hot. I think 120 is actually decent, and then it'll start up. So that's how it sounds. That's how it runs. So you can do those 2 different options. So I hope it brought you some information about that. I just read the book some more, and I said there's got to be a way to start it right away, because why wait all that time? It's like forever. So I wanted to get it to work. So I look at the book some more, and that's how you get it to go. So you take it off pre, and it'll just start right up. And that's just how that works. Okay, guys, just a quick update. It's warming up slowly. 97, you can see that 97 degrees. It started at 66, been probably sitting here for about 15 minutes. So it does warm up slowly. Just to let you know, maybe that's one of the drawbacks of buying an inexpensive one. Maybe the more expensive ones heat up faster. I'd imagine that might be the case, but honestly, I have the time, so it's okay. It's no huge rush to do it. And let's take a quick look at the water, and it's sitting in there, and you can see the water, and you can see all the gears in there. The water's starting to get a little dirty, which is good. So they're kind of soaking. I think that's okay. I reduced the temperature to 100 instead of 120. No, actually, 100. I'm sorry. I reduced it to 120. It was on I think it was like 170, which is, I think that was too high. So it does warm slowly. That is the only thing I see so far. Again, I dealt very cold water in there, and that does take time to warm up. So we'll see how it turns out. All right, just want to give you a quick update. Okay, guys, I came down and do another quick check. Only 4 minutes left. It did go up to about 115 degrees. I set it for like 105 roughly. So there is a differential difference with that temperature reading, but it did warm up, which is fine perfectly. 4 minutes left. It's going through its cycle. I actually turned up the oscillation to max. I really wanted to just get the full test out of this. It's all warm and steamy on top here, and I want you to look inside there. Actually, everything looks really good. Looks pretty clean in there. And when it's finished, we'll just take the basket out and let it drain. We'll take a quick look at the parts. And honestly, I think this is a win. I'm definitely going to give this a buy because it does exactly what it said it's going to do. I mean, it's slow in the warm, heating up, but that's what it is. I mean, for the price point, it's absolutely amazing, amazing technology. You can do all this for that price point. It's amazing. All right, let it finish up and take a look at the gears. Okay, guys, roughly 10 seconds left of the cycle. Just about done. Let it finish up. We'll take a look at the gears together. We'll see if that plastic gear is still there. We'll see if it melted at all. We'll see what happened. And all right, it's 0. There you go. And that shut down. All right, that's it. That's it. Shut it off. Yep, everything is off. That's fine. Open up the lid here. So we got some moisture on the lid. We're gonna let all that drip out. Drip inside here. The cover did not come apart so far. So hopefully they fixed that issue with this glue. It should be a good adhesive. That really shouldn't come off unless somebody either ripped it off or broke it off. But so far that's on there pretty good. I don't see any issues at all. Nope, that's on there pretty good. Let's drain that water, take that out, and let's just see what we have here. I like to just give it a little rinse-de-do like that. Oh wow, this thing is look at this. That is absolutely amazing. Look at these gears. Absolutely like brand new. This is what I'm talking about. Look at that. That is awesome. Look at this clock movement. Let me just put this to the side. So I put it to the side and you can let it drain. That's what I do. It doesn't say to do that, but that's what I did. And we'll let this stuff all kind of drip dry and we can blow it out later. But you can see, check out this movement. Now this was pretty dirty. Now I can see why we can't look how clean this is. Isn't that sick? Look at that. That is, I'm very, very impressed. The plastic gears melt. No, the plastic gears look good. They're fine. They're clean. So I guess you can clean plastic. I mean, this is just a non-official experiment, but it is what it is. I mean, look how clean this is. Took a lot of that grease off and cleaned up the gear pretty well. These are old. Let's see what else we have in here. Here's some of the little flywheels I did to check those. Little clock flywheels. Let's see how those come out. Look at that. That come out really, really good. That come out awesome. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to give this an A+ because it did what I wanted to do. I wanted to clean the gears, at least get some of that degreasing off. As you can see, it did a pretty good job. Again, I did a mild detergent. I didn't do heavy because I wasn't really 100% sure how it was going to work. And I'd probably maybe add a little bit more next time, a little bit more concentration. But you can see these gears are actually perfectly clean and clear. And this did a fantastic job, especially on this thing. Absolutely fantastic. Let me just give this a quick air blow. Yeah, a little quick dry. And let's take a look at that real quick. Blow all the rough stuff off. That's what it says to do. Man, that looks awesome. All right, guys, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like and a thumbs up, man, because I think this did exactly as I wanted to do. It's a huge difference. Absolutely love it. Definitely going to recommend this 1000% for a really good beginner ultrasonic cleaner. Absolutely, look at that. Proof's in the pudding, and that's what I wanted to do. Take a look at that. So we'll just get this dried up, cleaned up, and then you do some oiling, and I guarantee this movement's gonna work pretty well. I mean, 90% of these movements are usually it's just grease and dirt and grime, and that's what kind of hangs them up. All right, guys, appreciate it as always. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next review.